Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's time, finally, story time with Sinerias. I've never ever made this kind of video and I'm really hyped to making this with you guys. In this video, I will be comparing first of all EU West and North American solo queue, and secondly, I will be simply explaining my situation. For those who don't know who I am, I've gotten rank 1 EU West on March 26. I have never played on any other server ever, and therefore I've decided, after I've seen Solabaka hitting Challenger with high ping as well, I have decided to grind myself with high ping, and my goal was rank 1 North America while playing with 115 ping, which I call high ping. So basically conquering North America server while being in Europe, in Austria, in the beautiful Austria.
Isn't Austria in Australia?
We will start with the North American story. It was a crazy experience, you will see in a second. Then I will talk about the comparison EU West and North America, and in the end you will see the future plans. So let's start right away. So how come an EU West player decides randomly to play in North America? So basically, after I got rank 1 EU West, I was doing a lot of educational content. I was creating a new account called Level 1 to rank 1. It was a lot of fun. But after a while, I was questioning myself and I was asking myself, you just have pushed yourself to your limits in order to rank 1. Something which is almost impossible, especially with the champions I'm playing. Why do I do the exact same hard grind right away the same way? And I was literally asking myself, why should I be doing this? Because it's not easy. You are pushing yourself beyond your limits. I can tell. For anyone who has ever been rank 1, they can agree with me. Getting rank 1 is not easy. You have to be very consistent inside and outside of the game. That is 100% sure. So because of that, I was looking for new challenges. I was looking for new opportunities. How can I push even beyond? I'm the kind of person, if you know me, I will be very satisfied and happy with my achievements. Very, very happy. But still, I want to push further. So I need to find ways how to push further. And like the great Isaac Netero once said, the moment you stop accepting challenges is the moment your life ends. And I was seeing this opportunity after Solabaka posted something on Twitter, reach Challenger EU West with high ping. I think he has 80 ping. I was like, maybe I can play in North America. And then I was like, Twitch chat, should we just try it? And then we started it. It was really fun in the beginning. It was really enjoyable, first of all. And I had 130 MS. Therefore, back then I didn't use exit lag to get my ping from 130 to 115. And I literally was 1v9ing every single game. Of course, it's low elo, we can argue that, but it was even easier than if I was smurfing in EU West. And I was like, but I have literally high ping. How is this possible? And I can tell you about the high ping. I will say this once real quick, guys. High ping is a really annoying handicap. There are a lot of situations where you want to dodge something, sidestep something, and you just cannot because you're handicapped. High ping is very annoying to play with. Can be very frustrating and it can be very tilting, and as well you simply are not playing at your full potential because you simply are having a handicap, as I said. But it is playable, and if it's playable, it is a challenge, and if it's a challenge, I can make it work. That's just the way how I am, and that's also the way how I want to motivate you guys. So therefore I started climbing and climbing. I was grinding and I was loving it. I climbed, I think, in Challenger after 2 weeks already. It was not really hard for me. It was pretty easy. As I said, I will compare North America with EU West later on, but I think EU West getting Challenger is also easy for me. So it was just pretty easy getting Challenger after 2 weeks already. But then I was thinking, I really want to get rank 1. Imagine I get rank 1 with high ping. And I saw this as this big goal again. This fire inside me. Wait, this is also fire. Lol. No, this is actually a flower. But this fire inside me was burning once again. And I love that kind of feeling. That's why I love, in general, League of Legends. That's why I love this competitive spirit and everything about it. The fire inside burning, pushing myself to go even beyond to my full potential. It's amazing. And I can also only say this for you guys. If you have a goal, a dream, and pushing. It doesn't even matter if you achieve it in the end, but pushing for it. Getting to your best version of yourself. Becoming the best version of yourself. It is an absolutely amazing feeling. And every time I think about it, I'm just smiling and happy. After I got rank 1 US, it just feels wonderful. So I was grinding, and eventually I was peaking. The peak, what I'm about to say now, I'm very happy about this, but I wasn't happy about this when I reached it. It's rank 37 with 72, I think, percent win rate, and of course 115 MS. And this is, I would say, very, very good right now. Very, very good. But back then, I only cared about rank 1. I was not taking it serious. And then I started to underestimating NA even, which I never did for EUWest. Then Riot Games even changed items, which was, first of all, terrible for Master Yi.
Yes.
Now, I would say this real quick for all the Master Yi enjoyers here, Master Yi is completely fine. The only problem right now Master Yi has is that the game is way too fast and everything one-shots everything again, which is generally extremely bad for Master Yi. But Master Yi is very fine, and I'm very confident you can still get rank 1 on every single server. I generally think almost with every role and almost with every single champion, actually with every single champion, you can get rank 1. I don't think there's a single champion where you cannot get rank 1 with. So therefore, it's just a matter on how good you are. And I was not completely used to it. And I was underestimating North America because I got an ego. And I'm always coaching you guys to stay. It's extremely important to have an ego. I call it very, very high confidence. But it's bad if it's too high. And since I was underestimating too much and I was having way too much self-confidence, it backfired, which was bad. And I can see that now. I should have stayed humble. NA solo queue is not as bad as I used to think it is back then. Back then when I was ranked 37, I was like, NA is garbage, I'm just gonna get rank 1, but I was wrong. NA is not garbage. I'm gonna compare it afterwards, you will see. Okay, and then further on, I fell down to even 1000 LP. And yeah, it was like a vicious cycle. I fell down even harder. I started to be more emotional because I was like, this can't be real. Why am I even falling? I should be climbing. And I was falling and I was, as I said, it's a vicious cycle. And I started playing worse and worse. And eventually, the last week or two, I started to enjoy the game way less. Even though I think the game isn't the best state it has ever been. So right now, I really love League of Legends, but I was not enjoying my games. I created a Smurf account, the Demon Arc account, where it was a lot of fun. I don't regret that. It was a really good decision that I made, but I still didn't conquer. I was still playing worse than I used to when I started going to North America. And this is the time, which is today. So that's when I started talking to myself. I was talking to my team, to my surrounding. And then we came to the conclusion, Sinerias, you have got rank 37 with 72% win rate. Finally be proud of yourself. You did not achieve rank 1, but don't stay in this vicious cycle. I'm gonna stop now the NA journey. I'm gonna prepare for Korean solo queue, which will start on 19th of July. I will be flying to Korea. I will stop this entire NA journey now and focus on my future, which is way smarter. And as the great, like I'm a chess player, for those who don't know, I've played 15 years competitive chess. And like the good grandmaster players are saying there as well, sometimes it's important to take a step back in order to win the game in the end. Finally, it's time. We are comparing EUWest solo queue with North American solo queue. This is what you guys have been waiting for. Okay, so first of all, I'm gonna talk about a few topics. It's gonna be mentality. It's gonna be mechanics, macro.
Finally.
Then I will be talking about confidence. I'll be talking about target banning, ghosting. It's important for you guys to know that I only have the experience about high elo. Okay? After I've played 20, 30 games in North America, I was already master tier MMR. So therefore, I'm talking about high elo. So the experiences I made, the interactions, happened with Master, Grandmaster, Challenger players mainly. So let's talk about the mentality. I heard a lot of streamers and people say EU West is better, but EU West is more toxic. And I literally could not disagree more.
Oh my god.
From what I have experienced, mentally, North America is way more toxic than EU West. In EU West, people are literally way more friendly. I mean, you can write down in the comments what you think, what your experiences are, especially when you have played on both servers. But what I feel like, what I've experienced, is that people in North America are extremely toxic. They are flaming you for zero reason, even before the game started. They are literally, the moment anything bad happens, they are completely confronting you, telling you that you are garbage. They're literally just telling you right in your face everything negative. And as well, the biggest part about the mentality is the negative energy. You can feel the environment if the energy is negative or bad, negative or good. And in EU West, I never have that kind of negative feeling I have while playing in the North American server. So when I compare mentality EU West and North America, I simply can say EU West is way better than North American mentality.
Interesting.
This is my final statement. This is from all the experience. And that's all I can say about the mentality part.
Okay.
Okay, so the next topic
interesting.
is the confidence topic. And the problem I had with the ego, I feel like almost every single one North American player has that. I feel like they have way too big ego. And therefore, if anything bad happens, they literally don't care. Because they feel like, yeah, I should never be in this position in the first place. They will start blaming others like I did. And then eventually they will be like, yeah, if I lose the game, I really don't care because within time I will climb anyways because I'm better than all of you guys. This general mindset, for me, that should not have happened, that I get this mindset as well. It happened, will not happen in the future. I'm very happy that I got to this conclusion because with the conclusion, it helps me to improve even further, which is necessary, especially for my big goals, for example, getting rank 1 Korea, but we'll talk about it later. Enough teasing for later.
Okay.
Alright, and now the big question. Which server is finally better? Macro-wise, because that's the big part. That's where the real strategy comes from. And I can say, macro in North America does not exist.
What?
It does not exist. Everything that happens in North America is completely random.
What?
That's what I feel like. The entire quality of the game is random. So what I feel like, first of all, in EU West, if I have played 100 games, then 20 out of those games will be random, and 80% of those games there will.
What's his name? 7th thread bench press, right? What the fuck is this? Someone terrorized everywhere. Someone was a terrorist. He's never playing with the pros. I guess he played with Tia Blade. I don't know. He doesn't play at night when all the pros are playing, so he plays with the shitter, grandmaster, master tier players. That's interesting. I disagree in this, but
will be some sort of macro where the strategy decides the game, basically. In North America, it's like this. You play 100 games. 50 out of those 100 games are completely random. You don't know if you go 25-0, and you also don't know if you go 0-6. You have zero idea. You don't know what happens.
Really
it can be anything. So out of the last 50 out of 100 games, 30 of those games, macro exists a tiny bit. Which means it's a bit weird. It feels weird playing that game. You feel like, how the quality is so weird. It's low quality. But there is some sort of macro. And the last 10 out of 20, or the last 20 games, the last 10 out of these 20, the macro feels average. It feels finally normal. You feel like this is a normal game. This is how the game should be.
okay.
And 10 out of 100 games are feeling amazing. It feels like very, very high quality, and I can say I'm generally happy that I was able to experience that. So therefore, macro-wise, it's very simple. EU West wins that point. EU West is way better than North America in macro. Mechanically, this gets very interesting because most people wouldn't guess it. I think both servers are even.
Oh my god.
I think North America is great mechanically. And now what I can say, this is maybe encourages some American players. I think in America, I've seen so many talents. I think in America, like in North American solo queue, there are so many great players. but with
Thank
actually
you.
not so many.
Thank you. Are you gonna say my name?
Sorry, so many great players.
Thank you. Thank
But
you.
with
Say my
actually
name.
not so many. Sorry to say that. In North America, there are like 20 to 50 players that are tremendous. Like they are insane.
Thank you. Thank you.
Like really, really good
Thank
players.
you. Just
and I
name.
generally have high respect for them.
Just name me.
As I said, 20 to 450. And when those are in the game, you know the quality is gonna rise 100%. In EU West, on the other hand, there are like, I would say in total 100.
I agree.
Maybe to 150
The US has a bigger population.
good players. So in EU West, there are more, I think in general, just in EU West, there are more players. So there are also more high talents. But don't get me wrong, like the best, all of the best North American players are literally evenly good than the best out of the best in EU West server. I can confidently say that is 100% accurate. But everything below those, it's completely random. So mechanically, in general, not only about these top players, in general, mechanics, I think I would rate the servers evenly good. I don't think EU West is way better mechanically. No, I disagree. Okay, so we have now mechanics, macro, mental, and confidence explained. And now let's talk about the consistency outside of the game, or basically the experience outside of the game. I have played through the entire NA journey, I think 2 times with low delay. And in both times, I got permanently stream sniped, permanently ghosted, permanently target banned, everything. It was not enjoyable at all. And not only that, I can tell you one short story. One time, there was an enemy hackerim who was banning my Yi. I think he banned my second chat, my Charvin as well. And then in-game, he was typing in all chat, haha, I beat you so easily, Sinerias, even after banning your champs or something like that. Like, I mean, you can target ban me, but then you even announcing it in all chat that you target ban me, and you still win, haha, then you BM as well. Like, that's like one sort of the toxic environment, I feel like. Okay, but that's fine. I just had to put a delay every single game, every single stream. It was annoying, but I'm completely fine with that.
So he doesn't
I
delay
just
in
generally
Europe?
think, and now comes the overall comparison. I think EU West is better than North America, but I don't think EU West is way better than North America.
Ooh.
I think North America is good, but EU West is very good if you compare it like this. But
I played with him. We won
toxicity-wise,
together.
I think North America is way more toxic. So
What the
to
fuck?
sum it up, North America is a little bit worse. I would say worse and way more toxic.
What?
And EU West is just better and lesser toxic.
What?
That's literally what I feel like from all the experience I have from
Fuck
all
you.
the experience I have from North
What?
America. And in the beginning, I was literally thinking, holy shit, NA is way worse than I expected it to be when I started playing on it. But since the last 3 weeks when I was playing in a very high challenger, I started to respect North America way more. I think North America, in the end, is better than I expected it to be. That is what I can say. And even though it was very hard, very much grind, I loved the journey, I loved the experience, and I can say, and now we're gonna come to the future plans as well, and I can say, I will go back to North America 100%. I'm not sure if I will go to make a vacation in North America to have a low ping, or just do it with high ping again, which is...
You can only get rank 1 Yi with Kraken Slayer, but now it's nerfed, so it is. I knew the moment I saw Master Yi's win rate drop 4%, it was doomed for him. It was doomed.
Very, very hard, of course. But I will tell you my plans real quick. Now I will take a break. Today is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I will take completely break. On Wednesday I have my 1-year anniversary with my girlfriend. And on Thursday I will be starting streaming again. I will be streaming 4 to 5 times a week. Every Friday, Saturday and Sunday from afternoon to evening, 100%. And from Monday to Thursday, whenever I feel like it. But it will be in total around 4 to 5 times a week. We will be doing EU West climb again, which is also practice for Korea. I'm very hyped for that. And also we will be doing, and this is very interesting now, full educational content. This is for all the junglers, mid laners, top laners who want to improve their macro. I will 100% try hard in explaining every thought process I have while I play my games, in order to make you guys understand how you play the games way more. Simply to give you guys free coaching so you understand the game way better. I will be doing the educational games with the EU West solo queue grind. And I will be doing this until end of June. Then I will be visiting my family. And after that, Korea will start. On 19th of July, I'll be flying
I think a Challenger in Korea, but because he's so kind of poopy.
And I will be there for 39 days. And my goal is, yes, you guessed it.
He had his chance to get rank 1.
Rank
with
1
Kraken
Korean
Slayer.
solo queue, which has never ever been done.
Wait, what?
You guessed it. Rank 1. 39 days. And my goal is, yes, you guessed it, rank 1 Korean solo queue, which has never ever been done by anyone who has bootcamped there. Pro player, no streamer. That's the information I know. If you have more information,
Keith
please let
did
me
it.
know in the comments as well.
Keith McBrief.
That nobody has ever reached it who was boot camping there. And I'm just generally extremely hyped about it. I'm also nervous. And I can just say I would not have reached rank 1 EU West without you guys. And I don't think it's possible to reach rank 1 Korea without you guys. So if you want to motivate me, just be nice to me, cheer me up, whatever it is. Make my day sweet as I try to make your day sweet. And yes, I would feel amazing seeing you in my Twitch chat. Alright, that's all I can say. And now most importantly for you, ladies and gentlemen, I wish you a wonderful evening and I hope I will see you on Thursday.
Yeah, I don't think he can get rank 1 on Korea. It's impossible. Not unless they reverse the Kraken Slayer. I am surprised what he said about NA versus EU. What was it? Which one was it? The toxicity thing? That was surprising. Interesting. Let's see if we can do it. I don't know. I think he can get Challenger in Korea. That's about it.